Hey guys, I'm Sid Vicious and I'm super excited for the upcoming league in Old School RuneScape, the Trailblazer Reloaded League. All the teasers have been amazing and I really wanted to start making content around this league. I've been away from the game for a while now, but I'm excited to see what's changed and can't wait to be surprised with all the new league mechanics as well as the new OSRS content. With that being said, I'm going to show you guys my route for choosing Trickster on day 1 of the league. First thing I want to say is that there are multiple approaches to any of the routes, so feel free to modify and take some of your own ideas into consideration to mix with what I'm presenting. Another thing, since it's my first video, I don't want to edit too much. I just want to get the video out before the league starts, so I'll be showing you majority of the routes via the map. I will provide a Google Sheets link below for you to follow step by step with links that will help you out. Shout out to the OSRS wiki for that, because they really provide great info and quick access to figuring things out in the game. And I want to give a quick shout out to the league's Discord, where a lot of people are there crafting different ways to play the league. Alright guys, so let's get into the Trickster strategy. So first I'm going to show you the AFK strategy, so all those people who wake up early and are in their scrum meetings can do this on the side. First thing you're going to do is you're going to put on the Sage's Greaves and pickpocket man or woman until 15 thieving, after which you're going to go to the top of Lumbridge Castle, you're going to bank all your items, and then you're going to head out towards the ham hideout. You're going to pickpocket ham members, and because everything is noted, you can AFK here for a very long time. I would stay here till 38 thieving, and if my inventory is full, I will just drop all the bronze items. Check the other drop table to see which items are beneficial. Most of the other drop table will be very helpful for later progress. After which you're going to go to the west and go to Draynor Village, where you'll pickpocket Master Farmer. You can stay here pretty much for the entire AFK, or you can go to Varrock by buying the Chronicle and teleport cards at the marketplace, and then going north. I'll go to the west bank to pickpocket guards there, because the south guards will be close to the dark wizards and you might die. So it's up to you whether you want some seeds or you want some raw cash. I'll probably take some raw cash after staying at Master Farmers for a little bit of time. Another thing to consider is you can AFK at ham members for a long time as well, because the things in the other drop tables, such as the raw food, the herbs, the ore, clue scrolls, can be very good later on when you're actively playing. Alright, let's get into the juicy part of the guide, which is the active strategy. This is for people who took a day off or are skipping a day to play. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to open the leagues menu, you're going to pick Trickster, and you're going to put your Sage's Greaves on. Then you're going to pickpocket man or woman until 15 thieving, which should be about 61 pickpockets. You're going to go to Lumbridge Castle, you're going to talk to the Duke and start rune mysteries. Get the air talisman, do a drop trick so you have another. Also get an anti-dragon fire shield from him. Next, just locate on the talisman, then go upstairs, bank all your items except for coins, air, and mind runes. Wield your Dragon Staff as well. Next, go to the magic tutor and drop your mind and air runes and ask for more runes. To the range tutor as well and toggle auto equip to quiver. After that, we're gonna go to and kill a goblin and bury its bone and head into the ham hideout. Here, you're going to stay here, you're going to pickpocket ham members until 38 thieving, which is roughly 253 pickpockets. You're going to drop all the lowest value items in your inventory and try to save everything from the other drop table for skilling later on. You can drop the knife for now, and hopefully you end up getting a steel axe and a pickaxe. Go to the Lumbridge general store, sell all your items that you don't need. Again, save all the items from the other drop table. Bank all the items at Lumbridge Castle once again. Take out the cash, one bucket, and the pot. you can keep wielding the Draman staff, and if you got a Guam leaf, you can clean it for a task. Okay, we could head back to the general store, buy another bucket and some shears. If you can, see if you can get 4 wool. If it's too competitive, just skip. We're gonna skip sheep shear as well. Instead, we're gonna go and pick 2 onions next to the sheep. It should be behind the farmer's house. I've linked a screenshot for you to follow if you need it in the Google Sheets. Get some egg from north of the farmer house, go into the wheat field, cry in the field, pick up some wheat, and then you're gonna head to the mill for some flour. Then go behind the mill and milk the cows for 2 buckets. Next, we are gonna go to the Draynor Manor and get a chair to follow us. If you just go near the chair and like walk around them, they'll eventually follow you. Run over to Draynor Village, start the agility course, stay here until you get Marks of Grace, and you can also do 10 laps since you won't fail any agility actions. Next thing, and this is very important, you want to bank everything first, then talk to Aggie and insult her. She's the witch. She will take some things in your inventory which you don't want to happen. You can talk to Morgan for Vampire Slayer. Make sure to go upstairs and grab garlic. Head out to the Draynor Market. Pickpocket Master Farmer until you get a Raynor seed, or you could leave after just 1 pickpocket. Bank whenever you need to if you do end up staying here, and the seeds will be helpful for birdhouses later. Buy the Chronicle and at least 2 or 3 teleport cards. They are expensive, but for now, we should have decent money from ham pickpocketing. Also buy a bunch of jugs of wine. This will be your early game food. I'll try to get like 50 or so depending on how much cash I have. After this, you're going to go to the Archmage at Wizard's Tower. You're going to bring your Air Talisman, roughly 950 GP, and about 8 jugs of wine. The next set of steps are going to be in Karamja, so we're going to use the Leaks teleport to go to Karamja. Last time I was in Brimhaven, so I'm just going to assume it's going to take you there. So we're going to go south, and there should be a pineapple to pick from. Also nearby, you can pay 875 GP to enter the Brimhaven dungeon. After which, you're going to go to the Agility Arena. Since you're a Trickster, you can stay here till 10 tickets, but I would just get 1 for now. We're going to leave the arena, and we're going to go north to the charter ships. Here you're going to buy a glass blowing pipe, bucket of sand, and soda ash. This should be 15 GP altogether. Go south from here, and we're going to take the cart that takes us to Shiloh Village. It should be 10 coins or 10% of your cash stack. Once we're in the village, we're going to go to the bank and take out all the coin and go to the general store to buy an unlit torch, which we will light. Also, you can buy some utility gear here, such as spade, chisel, hammer. You can also buy a vial of water to make an attack potion later once you get Eye of Newt. Go to the fishing shop, buy a fishing rod and a fly fishing rod. Buy 20 bait, and you could buy a few feather packs depending on your cash. You can go upstairs and talk to Duradel, buy an enchanted gem and a spiny helmet. Not sure if you'll get a task for him, but you can try that as well. Check using the enchanted gem for a task. From here, we're going to bank everything and take out an axe, a pickaxe, small net, tinderbox, fishing rod, bait, pot of flour, milk, egg, and 200 GP if you didn't get a steel axe from the ham pickpocketing earlier. Home teleport to Lumbridge. Then we're going to finish Cook's Assistant. If you didn't get a steel axe, you can buy one from Bob's store here. Go to the graveyard across the shop, do the dance emote, after which you can go and visit Death's Domain. We're going to head towards the swamp and start Missile Mystery quest by talking to Abigail. Don't take the boat just yet. we're gonna always keep an eye out for mining a copper ore if you're lucky, or tin ore, since we're close to the mine. It might be competitive, so you can skip. Instead, what we're gonna do is fish some shrimp, then some sardine. Make sure you save one bait or two for the herring itself. Then switch back to net fishing for anchovies. If you want some time to AFK, you can sit here and net fish for as long as you want. What you can do is take the boat for a Michelin mystery, cut some trees and light a fire, cook, go back, net fish, and just keep doing this. If you want to do a little bit of AFKing as well to sort of just train a little bit, make sure whatever you do not cook the sardine. You will need that for a quest later. Try to get a cooked herring and save that as well. You can use that on a tree whenever you get a chance. If you don't decide to AFK or you're done AFKing, we could start the Michelin mystery quest. What you can do is you can cut one log, and throughout the quest you will get a knife which you can flesh for arrow shafts for a task. Finish up the quest, should be pretty fast, and the crafting level is going to be needed later for birdhouses. After you finish the quest, we are going to use the minigame teleport to go to Soul Wars, where we're going to bank everything. We're going to take out our jug of wine, any armor you have, Draymond Staff, anti-dragon fire shield, and you're going to go near the net fishing spot to train on chickens till 5 defense and 11 HP. Then we're going to head over to the dungeon. This is going to be a sketchy area, but you should be able to get past all the enemies in each section without dying. Just eat to full, try to draw aggro from the skeleton or the baby dragon before running through the dungeon. Once you manage to get through, there's a chest there called the Isle of Souls chest. There should be a link for you to look at that has no cooldown timer, and you can steal from it with Trickster without fail. I will stay here till I get a myth pickaxe and myth axe, Addy Simi, and hopefully 1 or 2, potentially 3 dark keys. You can drop everything else. It's going to be sad to drop a couple of items such as the gems, but try to prioritize the core utility items first, and you could probably drop the mind runes. I'll keep the other runes that you get. Once you're happy with the loot, you can go and bank everything. You could stay here for 30 minutes, which is what I plan on doing, and then just using the Soul Wars teleport to get back and bank everything. After banking, I'm going to grab the Draymond Staff and all the cash and the dark keys. Make sure to bring food with you because the chest will deal damage, so you need to heal from the chest. Head over to the dark chest spawn north of the island and hopefully you get lucky. Out of the dark chest, the main item you want is a rune pick. Dragon bones would be nice too because you could get a task done. Otherwise, I would save the dragon bones later for when you have an access to an altar or prayer training to get that 43 prayer right away. After done looting from the dark chest, we're gonna head out towards east where there's a fairy ring, and we will teleport next to the GE with the fairy code DKR. Now we begin the Varrock chunk. Once you are teleported to the fairy ring, head southwest towards Barbarian Village. You should be doing well on money, so you can buy the steel full helmet, myth full helmet. If you got some money, you could even buy the Addy full helmet from the helmet shop. And if you need more money, you could do the stronghold of security. Head east towards Varrock and start the Gertrude's cat quest. Make sure to pick up the Dougal leaves from the back of her house. Go east, pickpocket some guards, open a stack of 14 pouches all together, and it should grant you 800 coins. Guards give you 30 GP, with Trickster it should be 60. If you want, you can also choose to AFK here for a while. After you're done pickpocketing the guards, you can keep going east to Varrock Square. Buy a fire staff, then go to the clothing store where I would buy gloves, red cape, the most important part, priest top and bottom for prayer bonus later, pink skirt if you're going desert, brown apron if you're going as Garnia. Talk to Romeo to start the quest. I would go back to Juliet in the west, pet the dog nearby Juliet's house, then come back to give Romeo the letter. Follow the quest guide, it should tell you what to do. Buy a newspaper at the Varrock Square for the diary. Now, with the previous 10 laps at Draynor and running around from the start, I don't know how much agility XP you will have gotten from the Sage's Greaves, but if you have 30 agility, then do a lap of Varrock Rooftop. You can stay here to do 10 if you want to get it done now. Go to the Blue Moon Inn to continue Vampire Slayer. You will need to buy a hammer from the store for later. Check how the cash looks. Take the time to sell anything at the store that you didn't want from the Dark Chest loot. After which you're going to go to Horvick's armor shop, buy a black plate body, mithril plate body if you have over 20k. Try to save roughly 12 to 13k. Head to Aubrey at the magic store to continue Rune Mysteries. Talk to him twice. He will give you notes to take back to the Wizard Tower for later. Check how much GP you have. If you can afford to buy more runes or don't mind thieving guards for more money, try to get 100 to 300 casts of Fire Strike, which will require mind and air runes. Then we're going to go east at the tea stall, steal some tea, we're going to save it for later. Go north, safe spot, kill a guard. Stay here until you unlock Fire Strike if you killed the guard before unlocking Fire Strike. Next, we will go north to the Varrock Museum for the Natural History quiz. Speak with Orlando in the basement. If you wish, you could stay here to do unclean finds to get kudos. At 51 kudos, you'll get 1000 mining XP from talking to the information clerk. Exit the museum and go north to the church and talk to Father Lawrence to continue Romeo and Juliet. Go upstairs and use the T on Elsie for a task. Leave the church and go across. Talk to Marlowe. Start Daddy's Home mini quest. Make sure to pick up the saw and follow the quest guide all the way up until it tells you to go to Varrock Sawmill. While you are doing the quest, at one point you'll pass by a bank where you'll deposit all items except the ones you need in the quest. So check the quest guide for that. Make sure to take out a bucket of milk, Dougal leaves which you can use on the sardine, cash, and an axe. You'll be doing Gertrude's cast while you are at the sawmill. Also, if you need more cash for Daddy's Home, don't forget to pickpocket guards near the east gates for more money. On your way to the sawmill, cut 9 logs, and the last log you will cut will be inside the sawmill for the diary test. While inside, make sure you complete all the steps for Gertrude's cat. Convert the 10 logs into planks. Buy 5 bolts of cloth and roughly 100 nails. You will need 4350 GP for this. Run back and finish up Daddy's Home quest. You can put everything from Marlowe's crate reward in your bank for now, and we will take out a pickaxe, run southeast towards the mine. This is another opportunity for you to mine copper and 10 tin. If it's too crowded, you can skip. Main reason to go here is to pick up 1 Kadava berries for Romeo and Juliet, 3 red berries to make red dye for later. Go south to do another diary task, which is to use agility shortcut, also going around to avoid dark wizards. Then continue north, stop by the Champs Guild mine to see if you could get copper ore. If not, just continue going north into the apothecary to continue the Romeo and Juliet quest. Finish Romeo and Juliet by following the guide. When visiting Juliet, finish Gertrude's cat as well. Bank the stew you get from Gertrude's cat for the guard in Draynor. At the bank, wear any of the steel helmet spiny helmet for a task if you haven't done so already. All the other armor pieces, once you have the defense level, you can wear them as well for a task. Now we're going to go back to Lumbridge. So take out the Drayman Staff, a pickaxe, shears, and some coin. Run towards south, towards the shed to enter Zanris. This is another chance for you to mine 1 copper and or 10 tin. Enter Zanris, look to shear the sheep that are within Zanris. You can shear up to 20 for wolves if it's quick, or get 4 for now and then come back later. You can bank if you need to. There's a map link in the Google Sheets if you need to figure out where exactly it is. After the sheep task, we're going to enter Poro Poro, catch 1 baby impling, and if you want, you can stay here to catch 50 impling since you can't fail. Go to the bank in Zanris, take out research notes from Foreign Rune Mysteries, equip a Drayman Staff, take your current most usable pickaxe and your best pickaxe. Using the Zanris Fairy Ring, go to the Wizard's Tower, code DIS, finish Rune Mysteries, enter the Rune Essence Mine, and this is where I potentially camp for mining XP up to 41 if I ended up getting the Rune Pickaxe from the Dark Chest. Time to go back to Draynor. First, we're going to stop at the Draynor Bank and take out the stew and use it on the guard. You can fish some food here to cook later, primarily to use on the Lumbridge cooking range when we go back later. If you have a cooked herring and you still haven't used it, use it on a tree. Take out some coins, 2 onions, 3 red berries, your fire staff, mind and air runes, garlic, hammer, steak, and some jug of wine. Let's go to Aggie first to get the yellow and red dye. Combine the dye together to make orange dye, then put it on your cape. Make sure it's orange dye before you put it on the cape. Finish Vampire Slayer. You can teleport home or use League's teleport here to go to Lumbridge after. Now that we're in Lumbridge, you can cook some food on the cooking range, and if you did end up getting the 24 balls of wool, you can complete Sheep Shearer by spinning some balls of wool. You can also take the 4 wool that you don't need from Sheep Shearer to go to Ned at Draynor to make some rope for a task. The next couple of steps are to bring 16 planks, all the nails you have left, and go to Brimhaven teleport, then go to your house to make 4 bookcases. Make sure to bring a saw and hammer with you as well. You should get 25 construction with this. Resources should be from the Marlow chest from Daddy's home. Use League's teleport home and take out a glass blowing pipe, soda ash, and bucket of sand. Go to the furnace, make some molten glass. Bring 10k, 4 oak planks, 1 molten glass, and 5 steel bars, a saw and a hammer, and teleport back to Brimhaven using the League's teleport. Go into your house and spend the 10k to make a workshop room. Once you're inside the workshop room, make a crafting table, upgrade it to crafting table 2, and use the 5 steel bars to make 5 clockwork. After you have the clockwork, take out an axe, chronic teleport to Varrock, train up to 15 woodcutting, get some oak logs, after which you will bank at Varrock. After banking, take out a chisel, a hammer, some oak logs, clockwork, all of them, bunch of seeds for bait like barley or potato, and make some birdhouses. Go to Fossil Island and set them up. And for your final step, you're going to pet the museum camp dog. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Look forward to see more content coming from me. Here's a rough list of tasks you will complete. I'm not going for speed or time. I'm just having a plan for the early game and just to have fun with it. As you can see, there are some tasks I'm not even counting because you might skip or not be able to do at the time. some real easy ones that I'm not counting. Even then, we get a total of 71 tasks done and a total of 1070 points. Also, a reminder that the written guide is linked below, so just make a copy of it in Google Sheets so you can modify it yourself. Also, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.